Hi everybody and welcome to this video. We're still continuing with calculus, and in this one we're going to look at another two examples of calculating the derivative by first principles. So I'd like you to pause this video and attempt these two questions based on the method shown in the last video. Once you're ready, you can unpause it and do the question with me. So let's have a first look at the first one. It says f of x is equal to, okay, let's make this pen a bit thicker. So we have f of x is equal to 2 over x. So we are going to calculate the derivative by first principle. So the first step is we want to know what is f of x plus h. So to get the derivative of x, f of x plus h, wherever we see x, we're going to replace it with x plus h. So then the derivative will be 2 over x plus h. So that is the first step to calculate what is f of x plus h. Then the second step is to then use the formula. So the derivative is the limit as h tends to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So now we're going to substitute. This is the limit as h tends to 0. In the place of f of x plus h, I'm going to write what it's equal to. So it's 2 over x plus h. And in the place of x, f of x, I'm going to write what it was equal to, all over h. So I personally don't like working with a fraction over a fraction. So I'm going to just separate this as the limit as h tends to 0 of 2 over x plus h minus 2 over x. And instead of having this division, this additional division sign, so let me show you what I'm replacing with. So instead of having that, I'm going to replace it with divided by and then h. Okay, so now we can see that the numerator, or the first part, we have to subtract two things, and to subtract two fractions, we have to get the LCD. And the LCD between x and x plus h is x times x plus h. So this one here, I'm going to multiply by x over x to get the LCD, and this term here I'm going to multiply by x plus h over x plus h. So then the numerator over here is going to become 2 times x minus 2 over x plus h. So that's just putting over common LCD. So let me write. Okay, and that's how we add it. Then I'm going to tip in times here. So the division, I'm going to change to times, and I'm going to tip it over. So 1 over h. That you've learned probably in grade 6. So this here is the limit as h tends to 0 of 2x minus 2x minus 2h. And I get that by distributing the 2 all over x times x plus h times 1 over h. Okay, so let us continue. This is the limit as h tends to 0. The two x's cancel out, so I have minus 2h all over xh over x plus h. So I've multiplied that h over there. Then what we get is that the h in the numerator can cancel out with the h in the denominator. So then I've got the limit as h tends to 0 of minus 2 over x times x plus h. Now I'll let h become 0. So this here is minus 2 over x times x plus 0. So this then just simplifies to minus 2 over x squared. And that is then the derivative. Okay, so for this example, pay careful attention. The steps are the same, so we still get f of x and we get f of x plus h, and we substitute it in, but we'll have to use our algebra on fractions to simplify it, as in when we subtracting or adding two fractions, then we get the LCD, and then the simplification is just a bit further than that by getting the h out of the denominator by cancelling it with the 1 in the numerator once we've simplified. Let's have a look at the second one, which is g of x is equal to 3 minus x. So we have number 2, g of x is equal to 3 minus x. So our next step is to get g of x plus h, which is 3 minus, and in the place of x, I'm now putting x plus h. Okay, so then we write the definition of our derivative. So g dash of x, the derivative of x is equal to the limit as h tends to 0 of g of x plus h minus g of x all over h. So let us then substitute. So this is the limit as h tends to 0 and g of x is 3. Okay, actually, let me just simplify it over here. It's 3 minus x minus h if we substitute, distribute that minus. So now this here will be g of x is 3 minus x minus h minus, so there's a minus from the formula, and then I'm replacing g of x. Okay, so g of x is equal to 3 minus x. Please see that I put it in brackets. So I remember to distribute that minus to both terms inside the brackets. That's a common mistake, that the minus is only distributed to the first term. So we have 3 minus x minus h minus 3, and minus minus x gives us a plus x all over h. The 3 cancels out at the negative 3. The x cancels out at the negative x, and we're left with minus h over h. Which simplifies to minus 1. Which is then just minus 1 when we let h tend to 0, because there's no longer an h in the term. So the derivative is minus 1. I hope that you have understood this video and these examples. If you have not get them, if you did not get them right, please make sure you've understood the solution, and please then try it again later to see if you get it right. Please watch our other videos for more information on the calculus, and thank you for watching this one. Please like and subscribe. See you at the next video. Bye.